Welcome, everyone.
Hello.
Oh, my goodness.
Hello.
We're back.
Do we look tired?
No, heavens no. We had such a great time at BabyLock Tech. And a very special shout out to Jackie, who held down the fort for us.
I know, she did
all
fantastic.
Week long.
Yes.
Even last night, so that we could just enjoy the evening off. So
love that lady.
Shout out to you, Jackie. Big hearts to you, my friend. All right, everyone. We're so glad to be back, and we're happy to have you with us today. Welcome to 3 Themes at 3, where theme number 1 is something to learn. Nope. Something to smile about. See, Kris is already out of sync. Here we go.
Right.
You know, this is what happens when you take a few days off. It's fine.
You're 3 days behind and 3 segments behind.
Yeah, exactly. Theme number 1 is something to smile about. Theme number 2 is something to learn. Theme number 3 is something to discover. Let's go. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to 3 Themes at 3. And it's just not Allison and myself today. Who else do we have?
Yay! We've got a full house. We very rarely fill all the seats.
Exactly. We've got the whole BabyLock gang here with us.
Yes,
Lisa and
sure
Rebecca.
Well, we're missing Todd.
Oh, yeah, we should have had Todd come on.
know.
What were we thinking? Well, we sure had a good time, didn't we?
Yes.
Yes,
At
we
BabyLock
did.
By the
Tech.
end of BabyLock Tech, Todd didn't want to own us, so maybe we were thinking that.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought that was at the beginning, too.
Well, you know, he always walked 3 steps ahead, pretending he didn't know us.
Like, really, Todd, you can claim us. It's fine.
Right. We're really fun.
So, Cindy, I love what she says in here. She says, how was my machine? I like that ownership already.
That's
How was my
great.
machine?
Yes.
Her machine's doing great, isn't it,
Yes,
Lisa?
it is doing great.
It's
yes,
ready
it
for
is.
her.
Yes, it is.
And that's what we're going to talk about today on 3 Themes at 3. We're going to do a roundup of sorts. Get it?
Yeah, I
Get
got it.
Yeah, I got
you know,
it.
going with the theme of the
Yes.
Rodeo Round-Up. We have a Rodeo Round-Up today of, you know, us telling you all the fun things we learned at BabyLock Tech. But we also have a few other things to share as well. So let's go ahead and get started, shall we? First off, something to make you smile. Well, there's something that we say around here, and I thought it was very fitting for, you know, what we were talking about today, and kind of a great way to round up that theme that we've had with the Rodeo Roundup this week. And that was talking about a philosophy that we have here at Girlfriends about the horseshoe.
Right.
You guys remember that?
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
All right, who wants to give it a swing and tell us
Choose
what that
me.
is? All
Choose
right, there you go, star student. Okay, all right. What does it mean here when we talk about the horseshoe? And I know many of you who have been out here to Girlfriends understands the concept of the horseshoe that we talk about here. But why don't you go ahead and take it away?
Well, one thing that I do love is that we always talk about the circle of friends.
Yep.
So that there's a circle, and when you have your circle of friends, that is the people that you surround yourself with, the people that you call friends. But what I love, Kris, is that you have taken that philosophy and you've made it a horseshoe. Because with a circle, it always closes. So once you have your circle of friends, then there's no end and no beginning, but there's also no opening.
That's right.
And so with a horseshoe, there's always room for
Yeah.
everybody else, because you can continually add into
more.
the horseshoe.
Yeah, there's
Yes.
always an opening, right?
Yes, there is.
Yeah, I thank you that you said it perfectly.
Oh, good.
And we actually have this little
Passed that test.
this little icon here, if you will, that where we kind of, you know, have this displayed proudly, to be like, this is a horseshoe, if you will, and there's always someone who's helping another person. And so that's kind of the philosophy here, is that we do this not only as, you know, a team amongst each other, that we're trying to, you know, help each other up and through the difficult times, but also as friends in our community. And it's all about being inclusive, you know, and so that's something that's really important to us. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments about that same philosophy. Have you heard of that thought before, or has it made you think about something that perhaps you haven't thought about before? Can you all think of a time when we opened the horseshoe to others? I know I put you right on the spot.
put us on the
Me,
spot.
actually, can I share that?
Yeah.
I haven't been with girlfriends for a very long time, and I love that the horseshoe has been opened specifically for me, and then I have learned that philosophy, and I'm able to share it with others and welcome others in as well. So thank you, first of all, to all of you, because you've welcomed me with open arms, and it's been incredible. But also, it gives me an opportunity to welcome everyone else in.
Absolutely, I love that, and you know, it's just this feeling that you know, like Allison said, that it's not a closed circle. It's very, very open for anyone and everyone, and I think that's the feeling that we always want to have at Girlfriends, and we hope we're doing a good job of it. Sometimes we don't, and you know, when during those times we're not perfect at it,
Yep.
but you know, we certainly do try, because there is room for beginners, for those who have sewn for years, for those who are brand new, for those who are different ages or different demographics. I mean, you know, I know, you know, we're called My Girlfriend's Cool Shop, but that doesn't mean it's just inclusive of women, does it?
No,
does not.
absolutely
No.
not.
Yeah.
I went through a period of my life at one time where I always grew up a little bit jealous. You know, just jealous, and I had to learn. It was actually an episode of Dr. Phil that hit home,
Really?
where he said, you know, we don't have a capacity to love in our heart that ever fills up.
Yeah.
That there's always this huge capacity to love whoever we want to, and we just add and build and add and build and add
love
and
that.
build. And so when he said that, it really resonated. And so I feel the same thing with the horseshoe, is we don't just have, oh geez, where's my tissues, Nicole? But we don't have the capacity for friendship. You can't have too many friends.
Right.
I mean, we might not have as much time to
Yeah.
devote as we want, but that
Yeah.
doesn't mean that there is a capacity, and we don't have to push one out because our friendship is full. And so
Yeah.
I just really love that whole
Absolutely.
philosophy.
Well, it's our hope here at Girlfriends that not only can we, you know, really try to live by that mantra of having a horseshoe as a part of everything we do, but we really hope that you can take that and be able to share it with
Thanks,
those
Eric.
around you. We got Eric taking care of Miss Allison over here.
Oh man, I should just always have them. I'm going to put them right by my seat.
No, but you know, truly, I think it's something that we can all learn from, and I hope that each of you in your own communities and what you're doing in your own families and the people around you, that you always open up that circle and keep it wide open as a horseshoe. And I know sometimes we get so set in our ways, but boy, I'll tell you, life is so much better when we open up. So.
Right.
Anyway, we just thought we would want to share that message with you as a way of starting off theme number 1. We hope that brought a smile to your face. Thank you, Peggy. She said, Girlfriends is the biggest horseshoe out there. You're very sweet, Peggy, and we're glad you're a part of it as well. Let me tell you, this last week we were at BabyLock Tech, and what a wonderful experience that was.
It was.
And I was so glad to have you right there by my side, Miss Lisa, Rebecca, Allison, and Todd. And unfortunately, Mike at the very last minute, he got really sick and couldn't join us.
Oh, we missed him, didn't we? Miss
Yes,
him?
Yes,
we did miss
we
him.
did.
Yes.
Not
we
there to
sure
take care of
did.
us.
Yeah.
Keep us where we need
If
to
you've
go.
ever traveled with Mike, it's such a pleasant experience
Yeah.
because he mothers us is what I
Yeah,
said. I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh my gosh, he makes sure we all have our bags. He makes sure we're all getting in the car. He makes sure everybody eats.
Yeah.
And it wasn't that we didn't all do that for each other, but
Yeah.
man, we missed him.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And yeah, Mike is definitely on the mend, and Kris is starting to get a little bit of what he had now, but I promise, you can hear it in my voice, but I'm totally fine. Anyway, but we had such a great time at BabyLock Tech, and one of the things that really brought a smile to each one of us, and it just made it, it was reflected in how, what an honor it was to receive this award. And so some of
Chris,
you
maybe
got
you
to
should
see
tell
that.
those that are out watching that don't know what BabyLock Tech is.
Oh, okay.
What it is.
Yeah.
I mean, because maybe there are a few that are watching that are like, BabyLock Tech.
Yeah. BabyLock Tech is an opportunity for every year BabyLock dealers from around the country descend upon St. Louis, and they're able to, we're introduced to new machines and new things that are coming out in the market.
Right.
So, it's something that you, as a retailer, you definitely do not want to miss, because you want to be in on all the latest and
Right.
greatest in the industry, the cutting edge.
Yeah, that's
And
for
so we did receive an award. So thank you to all of our customers out there
Oh,
who helped
yes.
us in that, for the number 9 dealer in the country.
That's pretty cool.
Is that not so cool?
That is
Yes.
pretty awesome.
That was
Yes,
so
it is.
fun.
Yep.
So awesome.
So it was wonderful, and again, it was just a huge honor. But we couldn't have done it without these ladies who are sitting right beside me, without so many people behind the scenes who work day in and day out to provide the best customer experience for you, and without all of you. So we just want to say thank you. Thank you
Yes,
so much.
Thank
Thank you so much.
That was so fun. I did learn that Eric will never hire me as part of the video team. Kris is like, Allison, can you get a video of this? I'm like, absolutely. So I was all set, all ready to go. At the very last second, something happened with my phone. It dropped, and I wish I had sent the picture. I have one still shot
fine.
picture of the back of Kris's head as she
back of
walked
my
off
head.
the stage.
It's fine. That was my
She'll-
best
yeah.
side, I think they say. Yeah, too funny.
Oh,
No,
goodness.
it's all good. But boy, just think of the footage we could have had if Eric had been there.
I know. I know.
Anyway,
know.
it's all good, and it was a good memory to keep. I'll forever keep that memory for
Yeah,
sure.
that was pretty awesome.
Yeah. All right, friends. Well, we hope those things brought a smile to you today. Let's go ahead and move into theme number 2 as we learn a little bit more about what we learned at BabyLock Tech. All right. Well, we hope that you'll stick with us through theme number 2, because I know to some of you, you might be like, oh, this isn't going to be that relative to me. But I think one of the things that I've discovered over the years is sometimes you don't know what you don't know. Right, Lisa?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. There's lots of things that we learned that, we want to shout from the rooftops to all of our customers.
Yes.
And we know that so many of you want to know about, tell us, what is all of this hoopla, and is this machine
Right.
that great? And we're
Yeah.
here to say, Rebecca,
Yes.
absolutely,
absolutely.
it's
It is.
incredible,
Right. Yes.
right?
Yes.
And not just that machine, but we got a great surprise while we were there.
Yes, we did. Yes, we not only, now we knew that the BabyLock Radiance was on the horizon,
Yes,
right?
right.
We knew just a few short weeks beforehand that this was coming out, and we were pretty excited to see it in person. However, then we were surprised because they made another announcement, and I would dare say it was the best kept announcement
Yeah.
in the history of histories.
Yes, it was.
Yes.
Nobody knew that this machine was coming, did they?
Nope, they did not.
It was really funny
yeah.
because when we started, you start and you go into a banquet, and on the stage they had the sheet over a machine. Obviously, you knew it was a machine,
Right.
And I'm like, yeah.
Okay,
you
it's the
already put the
Radiance.
radiance. I mean, we've been showing. I'm like, okay, all this hoopla for nothing.
Yep,
And then all of a sudden,
yep.
they're like,
The
okay,
unveiling.
we would like to unveil this new machine, and I'm like, all this
And then-
hoopla, and then
the applause happened.
Yep.
Oh, Kris, you're funny.
Oh, you know, the applause was going wild because they introduced the brand new BabyLock Applaud top cover creative cover stitch
Creative
machine.
cover stitch machine.
All right, well, if you're
Say that 10
wondering,
times fast.
yeah, exactly. Let's go ahead and take a look at the video. Wow is right, Cindy. Wow. Okay, Miss Lisa.
Yes.
What were your thoughts on this machine?
Do you know what? It was pretty awesome.
Yeah,
Yes.
pretty dang cool.
You
huh?
know, with the cover stitch machine, you know, it's the hem on your shirt, and it has like the 2 lines on the top. Well,
Yep.
now it has a decorative stitch on the top.
On the top.
On the top. And it's pretty awesome.
Okay, that's what sets it apart.
Yes.
So many of you are familiar with what a cover stitch machine does, right? Like Lisa said, you know, if you're not sure, just take a look at most likely the shirt you're wearing right
yeah,
now.
that's right. Yep.
And you're, in fact, Allison, you've got a T-shirt.
Oh, that's
Let's
right.
take a look at my shirt.
What?
What? Look what I found at BabyLock Tech. I'm in my Swift Taylor era.
Oh my gosh! You know, as soon as we saw that, we're like, Allison,
I think it's
this
my
is
bridesmaid
yours.
T-shirt.
I wonder what she'd think of it. Yeah, that was like so perfect. I was like, oh my gosh, this Allison, this T-shirt is calling your name. But Allison, let's go ahead and show what you're referring to. So at the bottom, you've got, again, the 2 parallel lines, like Lisa said, and underneath it, you see the cover stitch. And
I
this
don't
is
know
where
if anybody can
you
see
get
that.
a really
But just look at your own shirt.
really professional finish.
All
on
right, Shelby,
something.
why don't you zone in on this svelte figure I've got going on right here? Perfect.
That's right. That's right.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Do you love the Swift Taylor? That's
Okay.
That's
Yes.
awesome.
Okay.
Yes.
Actually, I'm going
Oh,
to
whoa,
come to
we're-
Nicole.
We're
gonna
going
get
all the
up
way.
Okay, Nicole. So on the front, how are we doing? I should throw.
All right. There we go. I think
Okay,
we're almost
there we go.
there.
Okay, so we have
Okay,
2
so
lines
everyone
right
look at
here.
your own shirts that you got on.
Sorry that if I'm front skinning you. And then underneath is you have your cover stitch right here.
Okay, so that's what we mean when we talk about a cover stitch. Now, for those of you with like an 8-thread serger, for example, the Triumph, right?
Yeah, the Triumph.
They
yeah.
have that cover stitch
Yes.
on their machine already. Or if you have the Euphoria, that's a cover stitch only.
Right,
yep.
And so that's kind of a big deal to, you know, so that you don't have to go back and forth. I don't know about you. I mean, I can certainly do it, but boy, if I had a cover stitch only dedicated machine,
I mean, it means
Wouldn't it make it easier?
changing your needles out. It means changing
Yeah.
the type of thread that you use.
the
Which,
plate.
if you have a Triumph, absolutely, it's great, and it's easy enough.
Yeah.
But it's like, why have a machine embroidery in a regular sewing machine?
Right.
Same thing.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
you know,
true.
you
Yes.
just have
Yeah,
to
very
stop
true.
what you're doing and do it.
It's like a secondary machine, right?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like having a secondary machine. And so when they introduced this, I thought, all right, well, what's the difference between just a regular cover stitch only, and then you have now this Applaud, which has that cover stitch on top. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because, okay, you three, they have different tracks for where you go. And Todd and I were in the owner's track, but the three of you were on the education track. And you've got to show everyone one of the projects that you made on this machine. Are you ready? Here we go.
It was fun.
It was fun.
It was
It
so
was
fun.
so beautiful. I mean, you know, so we would change out the thread and just do these. I mean, literally, it was changing the. Talk to me, Lisa. Changing the tension.
The tension. Well,
not
no,
the
no,
tension.
no.
The stitch length.
You were
Yeah, the length.
changing the length,
the length
and
of your stitch. Yep, there you go.
and the threads that you were using.
Yeah.
So the different weight threads. And did you went as big as a 4-weight thread, didn't you?
Yes, we did. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So,
This one right
So
here.
super chunky, the orangey
The
one.
orange
yeah.
variegated, yeah.
oh my goodness.
And it was so fun to just to kind of see. And when we made them, they had, I think, 6 machines in a row that one did one stitch, one did one thread, one did another, and so on so forth. And
But let's back up just a little bit, because our very first class we went into, we had to unthread, rethread, unthread, rethread.
that's right.
So there are a few people, and 2 of them are with me that went through a Triumph class with me that I'm like, are you kidding me? Unthread, rethread.
Yeah.
And Deborah's like, I'm so proud of you. You would have been so proud because
You
I
did
did not.
great.
I didn't need help. And
Yeah.
you would have been even more proud because this was developed in Japan. And so it was, because they had just unveiled it, they had the Japanese contingency from BabyLock there.
Oh yes, I know what she's about to
yeah,
say.
I do too. I do
Guess
too.
Allison.
Guess who asked to take their picture with my bag so they could take it back to Japan?
Oh my gosh. No,
Abby says no proof.
Allison.
Yeah.
No proof. Where's the picture? Show us the picture. Oh my gosh.
yeah.
Let's take a look at Rebecca's bag over here. I mean, seriously, so pretty. And you can see, because of using the different weights of thread, it can really, really make a big difference with that. So now, but this is very different of a machine because it's not the same. Someone was asking earlier, can you use the same foot, on it? And it's different because it has now wipers.
Wipers, yes.
Okay,
Wipers.
So,
Not swipers, you two.
okay, so silly me. I think I'm hilarious, right? So I'm sitting in class when they were doing the owner's class on this, and I'm sitting there, and I said, the educator comes by, and I said, swipey, no swipey. I thought I was so funny.
They did think you were very funny.
They're like, what? I'm like, yeah, swiper, no
Dora,
swipey,
come on.
Dora. Yes, exactly. And anyway, I was like, okay, I'll be quiet now.
That's about the
it's
time
true.
Todd started walking 3 steps ahead of us.
Yeah, probably so. But there's wipers that go back and forth. And I will tell you, I'll be the first to say, it felt a little intimidating, or what might have looked a little intimidating at first, but it was so simple.
It was very
amazed.
simple. I was surprised too when I saw that foot.
All right, so let's take a look at this video that we have where Linda Pacini from BabyLock is showing us just kind of a little bit more about how this brand new BabyLock Applaud works.
Imagine how far you can take your projects with the BabyLock Applaud Creative Top Cover Stitch Machine. Not only does the Applaud feature all the cover stitches you expect from BabyLock, the triple cover, wide cover, narrow cover, and chain stitch, but you can now add up to 2 additional decorative threads with the Applaud's 2-wiper system, making your stitching the star of any project. Choose matching thread to mimic stitches found in the finest ready-to-wear athletic gear, or add contrast to your fabric with a pop of color. And it's easy to add attention to the reverse side of your stitching when you thread your chain looper with decorative threads. The possibilities are endless with the Applaud from BabyLock. Stop by your local BabyLock retailer today to see this amazing machine in person.
Okay, what do you all think about that one? Janice said she could watch those wipers all day, and it was mesmerizing.
So much fun. Yes.
Yes,
And
it
it
was.
really wasn't hard at
It,
all.
no, it really wasn't. Once you got the hang of it, and
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, MJ asked in the comments, what does the back look like? So we grabbed this little sample. This is a little stitch out sample that we did. This is using just regular serger thread, but you can see the front is this decorative, and on the back, this is what it looks like. So, I mean, very, very simple. The threads that were in the needle were the black, and then your wipers were in that
in the colored.
in the color. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyway, love, love, love that. And you know, where can you guys see someone doing something like this?
Oh, I think like when you're making bags.
Yeah.
You know, to do more embellishing
Sure.
Apparel.
apparel.
You know,
Yes.
lots of apparel. And hemming, and especially in bottoms. You know,
Yes.
lots of that hemming that you know you wanna see, or sleeves,
Yes.
yokes.
They were showing leotards,
Home decor.
any kind of dance
Curtains,
wear.
pillows.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
name it.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, it really was honestly so easy that even Todd could do it. Had to give Todd a bad time, right? So let's take a look at some video footage I took of Todd so that, you know, we could see it's legit, right?
I like to go fast.
Okay, show us. Ta-da! Pretty cool. Okay,
Aren't we so proud
he
of
did
him?
it. We are so proud of him.
Yes,
I was
he did a
taking
great
all
job.
kinds of footage, sending it to Tammy so that she could see that, you know, he really was in it to win it this week.
Yeah.
Anyway, so much fun. So that is the brand new BabyLock Applaud top cover stitch. Now, for those of you who just
We're on the same wavelength.
learned how to thread a
Triumph.
serger, yeah. What are your thoughts, Allison?
So at first I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I just learned to thread my Triumph, and
Yeah.
now anew. This does not take the place
yeah.
of your serger.
No.
This is in addition.
Yes. Yes.
In addition to the serger. So if anybody's like me going, okay,
I
I
just
just
learned how to
barely
do
learned
it.
that. No, this is in addition to
It
it.
definitely has a more boutique style, you know,
Yes,
to it. And it could be a great, you know, additional machine in your lineup of machines. I mean, come on, I know y'all are machine collectors, right?
Yep.
So,
Yes,
we got 'em.
But you know what? There's different tools for different parts of the trade, right?
there
and
is.
so you've got to just be able to have the right machine for what you're wanting to do. So,
Yep.
yeah.
That's for sure.
Dee asked, was Todd saying, let's go to the machines? Yeah. Yeah.
He was
I
saying let's
like,
go an awful lot to us, and I don't think he was meaning let's go. He was like, let's go.
Let's go, ladies. Let's go. All right, too much fun. So that's a little bit about the BabyLock Applaud. That machine is available now. If
Feed us
you
home.
are interested, we have them in stock. So you can make your purchase. Let us know if you want one of those sent to you, or you know, sent to your home, and we're happy to take care of you for that.
So fun.
Yep. Yep. Very fun. All right. I have a triple. You know,
Oh my heck. That was a very expensive trip for me. Just saying. You know, you think you're going for work, and you think you're going for work, and oh my heck, was that an expensive thing.
tell us your oh my heck
So
moment.
I had known a little bit about the Radiance coming out, and I have, as you guys all know, I have my Solaris. I love my Solaris, and I thought to myself, you know, there are things I don't even know about my Solaris, and it does exactly what I need it to do.
Yep.
I have I have my magnetic hoop spot. There's plenty of room for me to embroider whatever I need to embroider. I even do background quilting on my small projects. I love the guide beam on it. I love the projector.
Okay,
you
so
know,
Allison,
what do
for
I?
those who are like you,
Yes.
who are sitting on the fence
Yes.
with this machine, what is the thing that took you over the top? And you said, take my money now.
Because I dropped off my money this morning.
Yes, she did.
Congratulations.
So,
Yes, she did.
all right. So
What are some of those
at
things?
first when I was watching, and it wasn't just one thing, but
Yeah.
this is kind of the way it went. So the first thing that they showed is the guide beam.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my heck. So here's this guide beam that all of a sudden extends to the back
Yes,
of your
yes,
machine.
yes.
And extends almost, I would say 2 times further to the front of your machine. So, you know, those of you that have the Solaris know that you can do your half square triangles, you can do your flying geese up to about 2.5, 3 inches, no problems. Any bigger than that, you're still drawing your lines on
Yeah.
the back of your fabric.
Yeah.
You will never have to draw another line again.
No.
Because that guide beam goes out the front and up the front of your shirt.
I don't know about
Amazing.
Oh, Allison.
So
goodness.
then the
Okay.
second thing is I'm like, why do I need a bigger embroidery hoop? Because
Because you can.
yeah, because you can. So the embroidery hoop on this is, and correct me if I'm wrong, it's about 14, no, tell me.
No, it's just under 12 inches by 18.
12 by 18.
By a little over 18.
Okay.
18 and a quarter.
Yes. So I thought that was really great.
Biggest hoop on the market.
But what
Yep.
they've done is they have an extension table
Yep.
out the back that actually supports that bigger hoop.
Yeah.
That comes on and off the machine.
Yep.
But
That's
you can
not all.
also use that extension table in your sewing.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden you have all of this room without taking
Yeah.
your embroidery arm off
Yeah.
to sew
Yeah.
and to piece. And as
Yeah.
you guys know, I probably
Well,
do more piecing than embroidery.
And speaking of, that bigger space, you also, for those of you who love to free motion on your sewing machine, your domestic machine, you have the largest throat space available on the market at 14.1 inches to the right of the needle.
That's where I was getting my 14.1
Yes,
inches.
yes.
There you go.
Yes, as
That's
well
to
as
the
the
right
back,
needle.
plus a lot of room to support that.
Yeah.
Then they pulled out that dang picture play.
Oh, there's the picture plate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you understand? You scan your photo in, it layers up to 40 threads.
Yeah.
40 color threads. You actually put in the type of thread you want in so
Yeah.
that when it layers, it will
Yeah.
assign the thread color
Yeah.
on,
Yeah.
and you can stitch out all your pictures.
Yes.
Now, my mom is a huge genealogy buff.
Uh-huh.
And so she's done all kinds of genealogy, journaling, all kinds of things. And I've always really wanted that skill, but really, let's be honest, I have no interest in it.
Yeah.
Until
Until now.
now. You really can stitch out all those pictures, put them in quilts, put them
Yeah.
on bags, put them in books, put them, and they stitch out beautifully.
Yeah.
40 threads. Somebody asked the question, well, what if you wanted to do more? And my Uncle
And-
John's, who was displaying it, he goes, I've never ran out
No.
of room to do the threads.
And I think, I think it comes in like at a default of 15 threads, but then you can make some adjustments there if you want to. And again, this was technology that used to only exist through software and through a very expensive software program called Palette, which is a great program. But we know that so many of you out there are like, I don't want to have to learn software, right,
Yeah,
Lisa?
that's right.
Right.
You don't have to with this because
Yeah.
it's going to do it automatically for you, which is pretty amazing. Dee says she's done quite a bit of photo stitch using Palette, but this is going to be so much easier. And you're absolutely right, Dee. It is going to be easier. It is faster. It goes together really, really quick. And then can I tell you my favorite feature of this new machine?
Yes. Everybody
It's-
share their favorite feature.
For me, it was the thing that took the kicker for me was the visionary projector.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say,
Yes.
the projector.
Okay, the projector used to be only 3 inches by 5 inches. Now you have 5 by 8. That means if you had like a 5 by 7 hoop, it's going to take up that entire space. You're going to be able to visually see that design on your project and be able to know exactly where to place it. And to me, that was like the kicker for me. I was like, yes, I love the big hoop. Yes, I love the picture play. But the thing that I use every single day on my Solaris is the projector.
Right.
And if you haven't looked at the projector, you've got to check it out because it's going to blow you away. Leanne said, are you telling me that I may have to trade in my Altair too, Leanne Pearson? What do you
I think so.
Yeah,
So here's kind of
so,
what made the
Leanne.
decisions for me, because I was sitting there, and as I was sitting there, I'm like, and I kind of talked to. We have two of our special girlfriends here today,
Yes.
and they're like, I haven't even learned everything on my Solaris yet.
Yes.
Neither have I.
Yeah.
But the things that I use every single day are the things that they have upgraded and changed. And
Yes.
so why would I not want to upgrade?
Exactly.
Because those are the things I use. And they didn't take anything away except 3 fonts, 2 of which weren't even
Yeah.
fonts
They've
that were
actually
used.
added more
English,
fonts.
yes.
Yes.
Yeah, they took away 3 fonts. That's all they took away.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay, I can continue to learn. The other kicker was I just needed to put $500 down.
Yeah.
100% refundable if I change my mind,
Yes.
which I will not change my mind. But I have until about November, they say. And I'm like, Merry Christmas, Allison.
Yes, exactly.
Merry Christmas to me,
Yes.
because I really do have some
And you can
time.
take your trade-in, too.
But, and we, yes, Mike will take our trade in, as he will with everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, so
Yeah.
you can
Yeah.
trade your other machines in. But I am like, I have got to have this machine, and I have got to have it before I go home. I literally text Mike in the middle of a banquet and says, can I give you my money right now?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm like pulling my credit card out,
Yeah.
and they're all like, when you get home. And ask Lisa, I pulled in, I didn't even come to my desk. I walked right into the store.
I want to pay.
And said, I am paying for my check, and I did it.
Oh,
We
my
may not have a
goodness.
new roof on our
Yes,
house.
right,
It may leak
right.
on us,
Yes.
but I am going to have one of those new machines.
you're gonna
And
use every day.
I went to BabyLock Tech going, I am just absolutely fine with my Solaris.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, let's take a look at the video that BabyLock just shared with everyone, showing a little bit more about the brand new BabyLock Radiance.
In a world where memories are stitched with love, there's a new way to weave your story into every thread. Sarah has a vision, longing to recreate the cherished moments of her own childhood for her granddaughter. Sarah wants to carry on the tradition, but is challenged to find the time to do that work by hand. Until now. Introducing the BabyLock Radiance, the ultimate companion for every seamstress, embroiderer, quilter, and creator. With its revolutionary projector, now larger than ever, you can envision your design before you even begin to sew, ensuring perfect placement every time. With the largest embroidery area and sewing workspace, the possibilities are endless. Seamlessly stitching patterns together, the Radiance creates a flawless finish every time. And with projected guidelines every 15 degrees, precision has never been easier. Plus, with built-in stitch regulation, you're set up for quilting success for a variety of techniques. But the magic doesn't stop there. With Picture Play, you can turn your favorite memories into stunning embroidered masterpieces you can cherish forever. The new BabyLock Radiance, lighting the path of innovation. Start stitching your story today.
Wow. Rebecca, what's your favorite part about this machine?
Everything. I love all the features that you've already talked about, but I also love the stitch regulation.
Yes.
On a sit-down machine,
yes.
stitch regulation is amazing.
And that's a first for BabyLock. They've
Yes.
never had built-in stitch regulation, and now they do.
Yes.
So for those,
Super
you know,
excited
maybe
about that.
explain a little bit about what does stitch regulation mean?
Stitch regulation means that as you move your fabric, regardless of how fast or how slow, the machine keeps the stitches even, so you have even stitches. You don't have, a big stitch and then a little stitch and then a big stitch. So all your stitches stay as even as possible, regardless of, how fast or how slow you move your fabric.
Yeah.
So, which is incredible.
Yeah, it's a
I
game
love it.
changer, isn't it?
It makes your quilting look so professional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the fact that you can do that on your domestic machine, pretty awesome.
It is pretty awesome. Yes.
And so I would dare say that this is not only a sewing machine, not only an embroidery machine, but also a quilting
Quilting
machine.
machine,
at the
yes.
same time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
For
Yeah.
sure.
And,
Joanna said that
it's the same weight and size. Now, the embroidery
the embroidery unit
is
different.
is
yes.
different, but the machine is the same weight and size as your Solaris. They did, I mean, it weighs exactly the same, it's the same size, so you don't have to upgrade your furniture with it
Right.
either.
Yes, that's true. For those of you who might have a Koala Furniture already piece for your Solaris, you're going to be just fine.
Yeah.
Could we scroll down real quick? There was a comment, Joanna said, oh, stitch regulation is what she loves the most.
Yeah.
And that was definitely a big theme as well, for sure. So William's asking, will there be new apps for the machine? I believe it's just the same apps as before.
same apps,
They did
yeah.
not
Same
talk
app.
about new apps.
You
so
know, they did not.
No.
Same apps.
Let's see. Janine said, I wish that someone would have taken a close-up of the stitched out picture. Well, guess what? Done and done. All right, let's take a look, Janine. All right, so this is a photograph of one of the pictures. Now, one thing that I thought was interesting was obviously they were going with a vineyard theme, right? And so I was talking to, another friend of mine at BabyLock Tech, and they were saying if you wanted even more definition in that, what you could do is actually have a more up-close photograph of her face, and that would give you even more definition. You've got a lot of colors going on there with the background of the vineyard, but you can see that looks pretty good, I'd say. And again, this is technology that was available in the Solaris somewhat, but the definition definitely wasn't there. And the other difference is that they actually have 12 different modes of picture play that you can play with. So you can have it be more cartoon-like, you could have it be more,
Black and white, realistic.
black and white,
You can
more
take out the
realistic.
backgrounds.
Yes,
Like
yes.
filters on your
Now,
phone.
look at this. I was looking at this with Todd, and he got excited because he was thinking about an older home that his parents used to own, and how neat would it be to be able to take photos of some of your older homes, or even the home you're
Right.
in now. What a beautiful housewarming gift, or a place where you grew up. And this was done, in the black and white mode, but that's beautiful as well. So, you have the giant hoop, right? I mean, by 18 inches. I don't think it could ever get bigger than that.
No, I don't think so
I'm just
either.
saying. But you also have the ability to do picture play. You have the stitch regulation, the visionary projector. All of those things are, those are big, big
16
leaps.
colors now. I mean, we used to have green and red, and
when
now
we talk about the guidelines,
Yeah,
yes.
so the guidelines and the background colors, now you have 16 so that it kind of accommodates for every color fabric that you're using, that you can
Yeah,
see it up
that's
very
good.
clearly.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's see, William said use it as a housewarming gift from the realtor. Yes, absolutely. And then let's take a look at this photo right here. Again, this was a corduroy covered chair that somebody had done, and look how beautiful that motif is on there. And she also did quilting on the bed of that. And then look at that gorgeous jacket. Again, all in one hooping with the biggest hoop out there. And then here's just another design that is a built-in design that was done on a pillow. Again, all done in one hooping. And then this one was also done on a quilt. Again, all one hooping, just so you can kind of get a better idea of the size we're talking about. Now, of course, Lisa, these are going to be long stitch outs, right?
Oh, yes, they will be.
So, grab your popcorn and
There you go.
just
Or
enjoy a
book,
movie
nice book,
and
or
a
movie.
good book.
Yep, yep,
Right.
exactly.
And then I had this picture of a bag just because I loved the bag by
it's
itself. It has new quilting motifs, and This is those of you who follow Evie Hawkins. She's very much into the dainty Laura Ashley look, and she had a little display there too that you can see here with the, let's go to the next slide. There we go. With the cover chair and pillow. So lots of new motifs out there, lots of really fun things to do on the brand new Radiance. So, all right, what do you all think? I know there's lots of questions about what is the price. All right, friends, well, it is a pretty penny, isn't it?
It is.
And worth every single one.
Yes.
Worth every
Yes.
single one for those of you who love to create. Unfortunately, we're not able to give out pricing through our live show. However, I'm excited to let you know that we will be having and hosting a what do we call it? Our launch party. Our girlfriend's new machine launch party. And it's going to be on September 19th. So you can learn all about the machine. You're going to be able to You won't be able to actually sit down at the Radiance because it's not expected until November. However, you can sit down on the Applaud, and of course we will go through what it is in, during the presentation. But September 19th is the day. If you are local, we are having that launch party from 10:30 to noon. And you can sign up at our store. Now, this is going to be limited. If it fills up, we'll open up another one. But we want to keep the group rather small so that you have a chance to actually play on the machine. All right, so Thursday, September 19th, 10:30 to noon for those of you who are local. But we will also be doing it as a virtual event that same night at 5 p.m. Mountain Time to about 6:30. And in order to do that, you are going to need to sign up online for that. Now, it doesn't look like we have that available right now. We will here today, all right? So watch for it. I'll make sure and make a post for it when that does come live on the website. But this is going to be a private event. We're not allowed to be able to share all the goods on a live event. So we have a private event that we will do because you're our customer, and we'll be able to share all those details with you. Now, if you're interested, you can put a $500 refundable deposit down now so that you're guaranteed to be able to be one of the first ones to have it in your home as soon as it arrives. But again, the good news is it's refundable. So if you decide, I can't, I better not, then
Yeah,
that's
100%
okay.
refundable. No questions asked.
Yeah, exactly. And we do take trade-ins from all makes and models, okay? Especially for you Solaris owners, you're going to get the biggest trade-in.
Yes,
right?
for sure. Yeah.
But we do take trade-ins, which will be very helpful. I'm looking at a few people in the audience here. By the way, let's give a shout out to our friends who are with us today.
Oh, yes.
Karen and Susan, all the way from North Carolina.
Yeah.
Let's see, there we go. Hi, ladies. There we go. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Go ahead and give your wave. You're like, oh, okay. There are friends from North Carolina who came to pay us a visit. We've just been so happy to have you two here with us today. But, and yes, if you are a customer of ours, and we can definitely take care of you. So, yes.
Right. Lots of questions. Feel free to call.
Yep.
Sign up for our launch party. We'll answer all the questions there. Like I said,
Yeah.
we just got back from BabyLock Tech.
Yeah.
And so we were so excited to share with you. So
Yeah, we knew a lot of you would want to know.
Yep. The hype is building. So.
The hype is building, and the hype is well deserved, don't you think?
Yes.
Yes.
I
Yes.
mean,
Yes.
really,
So worth it.
honestly, when I heard that there was going to be something to replace Solaris, I thought, no, I don't know about that, but I know about it. It's definitely a huge step up
yeah.
from the Solaris.
Yes, it is.
And that doesn't discount everybody. I know some of you are not ready to have a. I just said to Kris when we were coming, I said this is a bonus for everybody. Some of you are not ready to jump right into a Radiance.
Absolutely.
We will have Solarises.
Yes, because
our open box or previously loved that we'll be trading
Yes.
those in.
Yep.
I mean, so this and then that opens up the door, for a lot, for the next.
Yeah, that's
the
what
next
Kathy.
phase. So.
Kathy just shared she'd love to buy a traded-in Solaris, and Kathy, we can help you with that because I know several who are going to be trading in their Solarises, including my own.
And mine.
I'm ready to do that, and somebody else can take that one, and it's a beautiful machine, all on its own,
and taken care of. I mean, I can only speak for myself and you, Kris, but I know that we both understand the importance of yearly maintenance and taking care of it and all the things. So
absolutely.
Maybe you could autograph your Solarises before you send them
There you
out.
go.
Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. But anyway, too fun. And then one more thing we want to quickly talk about before we move into theme number 3 is something that we just I don't know why we haven't really thought about this much before, but there's something that's really an important resource out there that I don't think we give it enough credit or talk about it enough, and that is something that BabyLock offers that's called the Love of Knowledge. And Rebecca, would you tell us a little bit more about that?
Absolutely. So the Love of Knowledge is almost like a subscription. You buy it for 2 years, and you get all of the videos that BabyLock has available, not only for your machine, but for every machine out there.
Yes.
So say you want to find out if the Solaris is right for you, and you have an Altair. You not only get the Altair videos, but you can look at the Solaris videos as well. Also projects. That's another thing that I absolutely love is they have all the BabyLock projects available, and you can have access to those. So over 1,300 videos. That is just incredible for 2 years. And
it's over 1,300 videos.
Over 1,300
That's
videos.
crazy.
I don't know that you could watch all of them if you tried.
No. But it's so nice to know they're there.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. And then also you can renew it after, say you don't learn everything that you want after that 2 years, you can renew it again. So anyways, it's a great opportunity. I think we have that listed in our new releases. Great opportunity for you to learn everything that you want to learn about your machine.
Yes, absolutely. So no matter where you bought your machine, you can purchase that Love of Knowledge.
Yes.
All right, friends. Well, we hope this little roundup of what we learned from BabyLock Tech has helped you in thinking or considering maybe a new machine in your future, whether it's right away or maybe, give it some time.
Right.
But we're excited to be able to share some of those things we learned. All right. We've got one more theme to wrap all of this up, and that is theme number 3, something to discover. In conjunction with the Rodeo Roundup this week, we thought it would be kind of fun to take one of our favorite Kimberbell pillows and talk a little bit more about it. And it's this one right here that you can see. Do you remember this? Merry Christmas, y'all. And to y'all, good night. Absolutely adorable, right?
Yes,
and so
fun.
this is it's an 18-inch pillow form. It ends up being 22 by 22. This is embroidery, and you can find the embroidery download at kimberbell.com, and we've got our affiliate link for you to use as well if this is something that interests you. So my challenge to these lovely ladies beside me today is, what could you do? I always like to think beyond just the pillow. We love the pillow, but what are some other ways that you could take the block that's in this and make it into something new? So we're going to do a quick little roundup of what were the projects you came up with. Let's start with Lisa.
Okay, mine was the olive. Is that what it's called? Olive?
Artichoke.
Artichoke. Okay, the artichoke bag. And stuck the cactus with the presents on there.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's really fun. And let's show them how you lined it,
And then
Lisa.
I lined it with some cactus fabric that we have downstairs.
That's
The
so
cutest,
perfect.
newest
So
fabric.
cute.
Yeah, is that just the cutest?
It is. That's really good. That's a great little addition there.
Yeah, I thought that was
Okay.
kind of fun.
So I love it. Very, very fun. All right, Rebecca, what you got?
So for whatever reason, I have babies on my brain. I don't know why, but so I took the boots and stitched out the boots. I didn't stitch out the little jingle bells as the spurs, but
Yeah.
then on top of that, I wrote cowboy in training.
Oh, that's perfect.
Anyways,
cute.
and so on a little onesie, and then you always have to give booties with onesies.
Oh my goodness.
So I crocheted a pair of
so
cowboy
cute.
booties. Is that not so cute?
Okay,
Anyways,
that's adorable. When are you teaching a class on that, Rebecca?
we'll have to get it on the schedule, right? We will
That is
absolutely have to get it on the
so
schedule.
cute.
Super fun.
I love that. What a
Thank
great
you.
idea. A little cowboy in train. That's perfect.
Yeah.
And again, notice that she was able to take, a Christmas design and be able to add it to that, and it's not Christmas at all.
Christmas at all, yeah.
And you did the same thing with yours, didn't
I
you,
know.
Allison?
All right. So I took the canvas cinch sack blank right here, and I took Santa
Oh
and
my
made him
goodness.
a cowboy. Now, let me tell you, this caused a little bit of trauma
Yeah.
at my house because my youngest grandson, before he went to school, saw this sitting there, and he said, "Now, Grandma, you know I'm a cowboy." I says, "I understand that, Brooksy." And he's like, "So I'm going to take that home so I can have it my first day of school." I said, "I'm sorry, buddy, it's got to come to work with Grandma." So, the first disappointment of the school year was on me. But what I did is I just kind of took the Santa and made him just a regular old cowboy.
Yeah, with a brown
nice.
beard. You know what? That is really fun. Yeah. Debbie says, need one for a cowgirl. Well, unfortunately, Santa's got a beard. So
Yeah,
I don't know
and
if
a mustache.
that we could make that work. But that is a cute idea. But even for the cowgirls in our lives, how about make some little pink boots and
Right.
the
have
pink
your
boots,
little
yeah.
cowgirl
So
in
cute.
training,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
All right, too much fun. All right, friends, well, we hope you enjoyed our roundup of BLT and also talking about the Merry Christmas Y'all pillow. You know what we do in this whole industry is it's all about fun, right? It's just fun. It's fun, and we get to be creative, and we get to make things for people we love, and that's what it's all about. So we hope you were inspired by today's show. If you were, we'd love if you shared it. So there's a little share button. Just click on that, share it with your friends, especially for those who are wanting to know what's all the hubbub about these new machines.
Right.
We hope we kind of gave you a good overview of it. Don't forget September 19th as being our big launch party. We're going to have it in-house as well as virtual. The virtual one will be ready for sign-ups this evening, so watch for that. And again, that will be limited. It is a private event. We want to make sure you have all your questions answered, including cost, trade-ins, what are we doing, the bundles that we're providing. There's some pretty good stuff. And us here at Girlfriends will be sure to take care of you in every way possible. So, all right, friends, have a great rest of your day. Have a great weekend. 3 at 3 is over for this week.
I know, so fast.
We hope you'll join us tomorrow morning. Oh my goodness, can I just tell you? Todd is in the house tomorrow. He's taking our place. Unfortunately, Allison and I will be attending a funeral tomorrow morning for a dear friend's mother, and so we won't be here, but Todd will be pulling out all the
he
stops,
is.
I'm
Okay.
sure, on Comments Sold. So watch Comments Sold tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. Have a great
should be a treat.
weekend.
Yeah.
Have a wonderful weekend. Keep doing all the things you love, and we'll see you again real soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.